And as I'm watching you, and as I'm doing myself, hand gestures, any type of gestures, why important, and what part does that play when communicating with somebody else?
Well, what's really interesting is there are studies that say that over 50% of a message is conveyed with body language, and it's not just gesturing, it is eye contact, facial expressions, posture, and it's important from that standpoint because it projects part of the message. If you're not using body language, you're only telling half the story. But the interesting thing on the flip side in terms of you being a speaker is that using gestures really connects you, or possibly if you've lost your way, reconnects you to your body, which becomes your lifeline in situations where nerves might start to get the best of you. So I say stay connected to your body because it feels like you're more grounded. And gestures do that.
No, I agree. I use them all the time.
Yes, indeed.
Obviously, you've been doing this for a long time. Again, opinion-wise, I feel you're fantastic at what you do.
Thank you.
Public speaking is not easy for a lot of people.
Right.
And I'm sure you've seen this over a multitude of times. What do you think some are the biggest mistakes that public speakers make when speaking to their audience?
Well, I think what they do is they put a lot of pressure on themselves, and I'm not going to say that there isn't actually pressure there, because it is real. But I think what they neglect to do is compartmentalize where those forces are coming from. You know, the energy of attention is something that I've characterized in the book. The idea that when one person is paying attention to you, you feel their energy. Well, you add numbers of people in the room, suddenly you've got a wave of energy that you cannot ignore. You've got to learn to habituate with it. And that has a tendency to trigger other things, a sense of judgment, a fear of consequences, and then all of the physical reactions to those feelings can cause you to actually feel the nerves going through your body, and there's no real way to hide that. If body language is half of the message, then half of the message, if you haven't dealt with the nerves, is going to be, I'm nervous, rather than listen to my message.